All right. Hello, here we are. This is my first YouTube live, and I've had some very interesting technical difficulties this week with Facebook and also with YouTube and this whole interface between Zoom and YouTube. So you are currently witnessing me navigating my humanity with tech and additionally with my voice. I'm still dealing with this bronchitis issue that I've been dealing with for a while now. So this is interesting, and you're watching an example of how to show up when everything doesn't seem or feel perfect and do the work anyway. So, welcome to the Power Up. I am going to keep my eyes on the Facebook page here for a moment, just in case people are trying to get in and having problems. Like I said, I did have some technical issues with this particular Power Up. So, I'm just going to kind of appear to be diverted here and there as I'm making sure that everyone is fine in that regard. But I am here. I'm also going to continue drinking my tea so I don't cough in your ear. Ginger tea. So, the purpose of the Power Up, again, is getting our mental, physical, emotional, and all of our energy bodies centered, present, and calm enough, quiet enough to where we can hear our guidance so we can know what it is best for us to do right now, today, or perhaps even get some guidance for what's coming in the future. And knowing all those things and getting that sense of peace of, yes, this is my work. This is my piece that I'm meant to handle. And I feel like I can handle my piece because I now feel resourced. I'm plugged into my own life. I'm grounding all the wonderful, beautiful, high frequency and higher dimensional energy that I am. I'm actually able to ground it into this body, into this place, in this reality, rather than feeling like I need to escape from physicality to experience this moment. And then I have to come back and I can't bring any of that with me. This is really about coming together, powering up this dimension of ourselves, bringing in a sense of unity between all the layers of ourselves, and therefore getting better connection to our guidance. So, what we're going to do to begin, everyone has different physical abilities. So, I encourage you to modify things as needed for your comfort or ability. A lot of things you can simply visualize doing if you're physically challenged and carrying out the motions suggested. Just visualize it. I've done that myself and it has worked brilliantly. So we're just going to begin. Get yourself into a comfortable seated position. One moment. And whatever that looks like for you, feeling your weight on the chair or whatever it is that you're on. Just give yourself a chance to arrive. And feeling our weight can sometimes help us feel that sense of being here now. Okay. And then we're going to get our hands charged up. Bring your hands together if you can do this. If not, whatever modification is necessary. We're just going to charge up the hands, bringing in that energy, making the hands alive and aware. And we're inhaling gently. Exhale. A nice long extended exhale like that helps to stimulate the vagus nerve in such a way that it helps our nervous system come back to a more regulated state. Inhaling gently. Doesn't have to be huge. And exhale. One more time, just natural inhale. And exhale. Good. Now just feeling your hands, becoming aware of your hands. Do they feel charged up? What sensations are you getting there? And if you were just imagining carrying out those motions, what's coming to you right now? What are you sensing? Okay. Now, next phase, we're going to go into tap and breathe. This is a technique we can use, a mind-body technique, to bring ourselves into an even more regulated state. more mental clarity, more energetic alignment, more physical regulation in the nervous system. We're going to come to the sore spot point as pointed out by EFT tapping. It's kind of right where your chest meets your armpit, but you can just hold your hand right here and get it and you'll hit the area. There may be some soreness there if you have any lymph congestion in this area or not. I don't have any soreness, but it's called the sore spot. Just rubbing gently here, inhaling, and let your inhales be gentle. There's no need to force a huge breath that can actually cause anxiety that didn't need to be there. So just a natural inhale. Exhale, we're going to hum. Good. However long your hum lasts is fine. Mine is going to be long because I'm a singer. Sometimes Zoom will cut the sound off while I'm humming. Just disregard, just keep going. That extended sound you're making is helping stimulate your vagus nerve. The humming is stimulating your vagus nerve and helping you to center yourself. One more time, inhale gently. Exhale, hum. Good. Now we're going to come to the side of the hand point. It's right about here, the point we're going to be tapping. Don't worry about it. If you can't find it, you can go like this. Good tap on a surface. Or again, just imagine making this movement. Inhaling gently. Exhale. Good. Inhaling once more. Feeling your weight on your chair as you exhale. Good. One more inhale. Maybe come to the other side. Bilateral stimulation can help involve both sides of the brain, help us to center and relax a little better. Inhale gently. Exhale, hum. Good. Inhaling once more. Exhale, melting into your seat. Feeling your weight melting. Good. And just take a few normal breaths here. I'm going to move on to the next point, which is the eyebrow point. It's right where the eyebrow starts. There's a little dent or divot in your orbital bone. That's the spot. Again, you could tap that whole area if you're unsure. Inhaling gently. And exhale. Good. Inhaling. Exhale, hum. Good. Switching sides, bilateral stimulation. Inhaling gently. Exhale. Inhaling, if you feel the urge to move or place a hand over a certain part of your body, honor that. Those natural impulses, following them helps your nervous system regulate. Exhale. Good. A little more tea. And I encourage you to sip water. Doing EFT, it's important to be hydrated. So if you have water or tea nearby, that's going to be good for you. The next point we're going to tap is side of the eye. It's very, very close to the eyeball. So just close your eye if you want to be a little extra careful, but it's right on the side of the orbital bone. So just tapping, inhaling. Exhale, hum. Good. Inhaling gently. Move a little if you need to. And exhale. And again, I switched sides for that bilateral stimulation. You can also do both at the same time if you'd like. Inhaling. Exhale. Just melting, letting your breath drop you down into your seat, arriving. And I'm feeling an impulse to place my hand over my high heart. So I'm going to do that as we tap the next point under the eye. It's right next to the eyeball. There's a little dent in your orbital bone, the round bone in which your eye lives. Just tapping that very gently and inhaling. Exhale, hum. Good. Another inhale, coming to the other side. Exhale. Inhale once more. We'll do both just for fun. And exhale. And just send a little invitation to your brain stem, your limbic system, the whole brain. Just relax out of any clenching, that it's okay. We're all safe right now and everything is good. Everything is fine right here, right now. Next point, under the nose, right above the lip, tapping. Difficult to talk, so I'll just be quiet. Inhaling gently. Inhaling once more. Good. Taking a rest. Move your arms a little if you need to. Stretch a bit. Get tapping for a moment. We're coming to the next point, which is under the lip. It's called the chin point, but it's not here on the end of the chin. It's on the dent just below your lip. So tapping here, inhaling. Exhale, hum. Inhale. Exhale, hum. Good. Coming to the next point is the collarbone, is where the collarbone has this juncture with your sternum. And then you'll come down a bit and there's a little dent, maybe a little difficult to find anatomically. So you could just hit this whole area and you'll get it. Inhaling. Exhale. Nice long exhale, stimulating the vagus nerve, telling your nervous system and your body that you are safe, all is well. And it's safe to listen to your guidance, to take a break from bracing or preparing for something to come at you at the physical level. All is well. Coming to that other side, inhaling. Exhale. Good. Next point, underarm, or what we sometimes call like a bra strap or a tank top point. It's right where a sleeveless top, or if you wear a bra, where that would hit you. And just tapping up and down the side body a bit there. It's very soothing to do this anyway. Inhaling. Exhale, hum. There's no need to make the hum last super long and to make yourself feel stressed like you're squeezing the breath out. There's no need for that. Just extend it longer than your inhale. Other side, bilateral stimulation, inhaling. And exhale, hum. Giggling because my pitch is wavering. All right, we're coming to the last point we're going to use, which is the top of the head or crown point. Pardon me. The top is right in the center of the head, but you can use your whole hand and just kind of move a little bit to make sure you're getting it. There are numerous points here. Inhaling gently. Exhale. Good. Inhale once more, centering, gathering yourself from wherever you've been scattered. Exhale, coming home. Okay, good. So now that we have centered ourselves in our body, feeling more grounded, just notice how your body feels. Does your voice sound different than it did when we first started this as you're humming? Are you feeling a sense of more space in the body? What is it? What is the difference that you're encountering right now? And hopefully feeling more present and more grounded. And as you're noticing how you feel now, we're going to set an intention now to use the conscious mental awareness that is normally kind of up here, spinning around, inhabiting our head. We're in our beta state of consciousness during the day as we're problem solving and meeting the world. We're going to invite that conscious awareness to drop down. We're going to invite ourselves into alpha or even theta or delta states, whatever is in your highest and best. That's where you'll land. We're going to invite that conscious awareness to drop, as a metaphor, dropping into your heart space. Okay, because this is the place, the heart is the space from where we can tap into our guidance. This is where it lives. We can be heart-governed individuals by listening to our hearts and their connection to the very highest aspects of ourselves. So we're just shifting gears a little bit now. Just imagine, you can do this with your eyes closed or your eyes open if it helps you to have them closed. I invite you to close them now. Just imagine your mental energy, your conscious, beta state energy, and what that feels like to you or seems like to you. To me, it feels kind of like this asteroid belt of particles kind of swirling around my head really quickly when I'm in that beta state. But for you, it may just feel like a glow around your head, or you may just sense a presence in your mind, in your brain area, whatever it is. You may even sense that there are aspects of your mental energy that are just scattered way out somewhere on some situation or person somewhere else. And we're going to call all of that in. We're going to reel it all in with this intention now to collect that mental energy, to downshift to alpha or theta or even delta, slowing down that wave. We're going to imagine the mental energy dropping down. You can imagine it dropping through the chakra system or just physically through the body, dropping from wherever it is. And with each exhale, lowering down toward the heart space. So we're going to inhale and exhale. Conscious mental energy is dropping, calming, centering itself. Inhaling once more, setting that intention. We're diving into the heart. Exhale, mental energy dropping, moving closer and closer and closer to the heart space. Inhaling once more. Exhale, conscious energy slowing down, dropping into the heart. Feeling that energy arriving in the heart space, whatever that feels like. Just let it be that. Inhaling. And that conscious awareness dropping completely, inhabiting the heart space completely. Operating from the heart space completely. You can place your hand over your heart if that helps you to stay anchored in this experience. So now that we are in the heart space, our awareness is here. What is it like? What can you see with your mind's eye? What can you sense around you? What do you hear, feel? Allow all of your mind's senses to engage with this heart space. And as you're seated in this space, aware of what it's like, set an intention now to open a doorway, a portal, a window, whatever seems right in your heart space to allow more of the energy from the very highest aspect of yourself, whatever you call it, your higher self, your holy guardian angel. What comes through for me is vast consciousness. I am, similar to the I am presence you hear Patricia Cota-Robles and other teachers speak of. The very highest aspect of you, where you plug in to source beyond all emanations, beyond all forms, beyond. Open that portal or doorway or window in your heart space now to allow the energy and the good and the life and the guidance of that very highest aspect of yourself to come streaming into your heart right now. And as you open that passage and that energy streams in and fills your heart, just feel that. It may be emotional for you. It might make you feel warm. Maybe you sense literal light in a visual space you're envisioning. Whatever it is, that is a form of guidance and resource and support from the very highest aspect of your own self. Welcome it into your heart space right now. Revel in it. Create a chaise lounge and lie down on it and just soak it up. Say, yes, thank you. Thank you for my life. Thank you for guiding me. I hear you. I see you. I feel you. I am you. So now that we've made this connection, we move into this sphere of awareness and presence, this stage of the power up where we ask questions like, who am I? What am I noticing right now? What is standing out for me? Or what feels really good right now? Inhaling gently, sitting with that question. And the first thing that you notice after you ask the question, that's the guidance from the highest aspect of yourself. We will ask the conscious mind not to analyze or interfere. That first response, when you said, who am I? The first response you got, that's it. Inhaling gently once more, sitting with the question, listening, exhaling slowly. We'll take one more gentle inhale, sitting with the question. And exhale. With intention, we now move forward into the blue pyramid of inspiration and intention. Here is where we take that initial response from our very first questions in the sphere of awareness and presence, and we become on fire, inspired for what may come next. It's the beginning of action. So here we can ask, what wants to come through me for the good of all? What needs to come through me for the good of all? Inhaling, sitting with the question, exhaling. And you may have a different question that you want to ask yourself, and ask it. These are merely guides, just a suggestion. You could also ask, what do I really want? And that first thing that pops into your head, not the thing you analyze after. The first thing that pops into your head when you sit with this question, what do I really want? Inhaling. We can ask, what am I fired up about? What's exciting to think about right now? Inhaling. Exhaling, long and slow. Taking one more inhale, sitting with the question. Exhaling slowly. Inhaling. What's exciting me? What feels inspiring? Exhale. Listening to that first response from your spirit. Sending out a wave of gratitude to the very highest aspect of yourself for this information, for this guidance. We move now from the pyramid into the hexagon, the golden hexagon of aligned action. From this space, from this state that you are in right now, aligned action can be sensed, understood, and initiated. And the hexagon gives us 6 specific directions in which to move so that we will know. If I'm feeling really inspired about sustainability, that part of the hexagon that's sustainability will show us aligned action. We can also move into wellness. We can move into ecology. We can move into creativity. We can move into personal growth, or we can move in the direction of evolution. One of those 6 directions will help us to know what aligned action to take next. So as we are sitting, knowing that this beautiful energy from the very highest aspect of ourselves is pouring in through the opening we intentionally created into the heart space, filling the heart space with light, with resource, with life force, energy, with support, with guidance. We can sit with some other questions. One question is, what is my intention? What is my intention with my actions? Inhaling. Exhale. Sitting with that response, that first flash. Inhaling, sitting with that question or whatever question you asked of yourself. Exhale, listening, looking, noticing. How do you feel? What do you sense? Which clair is lighting up? We may also ask, what do I feel most inspired to do today toward this? Inhaling. Exhale, noticing. What is the first action that popped into your mind that you can do today to take this beautiful energy you've generated and called in and move it out into the world, into your life? What action can I take right now toward my goal? Inhaling. What action can I take right now toward my goal? Exhale. Listening to that first flash of guidance, the first sensation. And if all you're getting is sensation, you don't feel you're getting a clear answer that you understand, on your next inhale, inhale and send that energy to the sensation. Inhaling now. Exhale from the place of the sensation. Our sensations guide us toward what is wanting to open up within us, wanting to release and move. Once more, inhaling into the place of that sensation that you don't understand. Exhale from the place of sensation, letting it move if it wants to, or letting it stay if it wants to. Inhaling into the place of the sensation. And if it's moving, let it move. Exhaling. What are you noticing? Long, slow exhale. What's coming up? What stands out? What has changed? If you're still working with that sensation, go ahead and keep breathing into it and out from it until it shifts, moves, opens, offers you a bit of clarity that makes a little more sense to you. And it may just be that it's a sensation that wants to be felt, that has been pushed down or pushed away for so long. And it's creating this kind of interference pattern in your field that's making it difficult for you to notice your guidance. And if we can just allow that sensation and welcome it, that energy will release, it will be fully felt, and it will move through that toroidal motion that our life moves in, and then it will transmute. That energy will be reclaimed and come back to the center for greater life. Greater life. We may also want to ask, what area of my life is most ripe for growth at this time? Inhaling. What area of my life is most ripe for expansion or growth? What wants my attention at this time? Is it your wellness? Is it something to do with evolution? Is it personal growth? Is it your sustainability? And sustainability is not only an environmental issue, it is about your sustainability as a being. How are your boundaries? Are you pouring out more than you're receiving back and creating imbalance? Have you been stingy with your time or your gifts? Are you over consuming things that you don't need and you're out grasping just to make yourself feel satisfied by consuming in an unsustainable way? Or have you been pushing away pleasure and the resources of this earth because you feel guilty for using anything at all? This is the sustainability point where we may want to put our focus. Inhaling. What area of my life is ripe for growth right now? Exhale. Noticing that first response. Feeling a word, a sensation, maybe a voice, a picture in the mind's eye. Inhaling. What's ripe for the picking right now? Exhaling. And still sitting with whatever question or sensation you're working with right now, just taking another gentle inhale, knowing you are resourced, connected to the very highest version of yourself, the most potent, highest vibrational life force energy you can access is pouring into your heart space right now, helping guide you through this process of inner inquiry, centering you and grounding you in this earth experience while at the same time opening you to the higher realms, your higher dimensional aspects. Exhaling gently. Just breathing normally now. And bringing your awareness into the heart space. Perhaps you have a good conversation going on right now with a guide or an angel or your higher self or whatever. If that's the case, you can pause this recording, just continue if you're in a good space. If you feel complete, we can begin to not necessarily close off your guidance from this higher realm because that doesn't need to happen. We are always connected to our higher aspects. What we do in these intentional practices, such as a power up, is to begin to reconcile and harmonize the discordant interference patterns that we're generating with our humanness down here that block and kind of create static and interfere with the flow of greater life. So it's not that we're closing off the connection that we now feel more clearly. That's not it at all. We're merely bringing our conscious awareness, our mind state, from a meditative state, whether it was theta or delta or alpha, and we're consciously bringing ourselves back to theta level awareness, where we carry out our day because we are very aware and bright and responsive to human life. So at this time, we will consciously begin to bring the mental energy, our mental awareness up from the heart space, this beautiful, enlivened, light, bright, active heart space. And we're inviting the consciousness up. Pardon me. And whether you're imagining it coming up through the chakra system, maybe high heart to throat to third eye and on up, or just imagining it coming up the body. However you like to experience that, feel your mental awareness, your mental energy rising out of the heart space. Inhaling. Exhale, conscious awareness rising up. It is buoyant. It is beautiful. It is effortless for it to rise like helium in air. Inhaling. Exhale, conscious awareness rising up now, feeling it come all the way up through the neck, the head, the brain stem, getting closer. Inhaling. Exhale once more, conscious awareness coming fully into the head area as a metaphor for the theta waking state. At this time, you may open your eyes. Look around your environment if you have sight. If not, use whatever sense you prefer to ground yourself into this environment. Look for something the color green. If you have sight, if you have hearing, listen for the sounds in your area. Can you hear cars on the street? Maybe a pet doing something? The sound of my voice? Is there something you smell? Can sense an aroma in your proximity, maybe a flower or an essential oil. Something to taste, like this tea. And now we're going to bring our hands back together as a way to intentionally close out and to bring that waking consciousness fully into the body. We're going to stomp our feet a little bit, if you can do that. Moving the hands together like this, inhaling. Exhale, just sigh it out. Ah. Let your body wiggle a little bit, waking up a little faster if you can, inhaling. Exhale, sigh. Ah. And one more time, inhaling gently. And exhale. Clap. Tap your face. Welcome back. I hope that was a beautiful journey into the heart for you. You are always connected to your guidance. You always are an emanation of your higher self. There's never a time where we're disconnected. It's all about neutralizing and harmonizing these interference energy patterns we're generating at times so that we can hear what is always there and what is always available to us. So this is our first YouTube live power up, and I do hope that the technical issues that I've been challenged with here lately held off and that all went through well. I will definitely check and make sure that was okay. I'm going to call it here a little bit early because I want to make sure that there are, oh, I do see some comments. Okay, we did get through to YouTube. Yes, I'm very happy to see that this is working. Thank you so much for joining me, Masa D. And it will be, this is a similar protocol we'll be using every time, but it will be different. Every single journey will be different depending on who's in the room. Number one, whatever comes through me is always different based on who is present. And number two, there will be a different spot in the time-space continuum that it's occurring. So it'll be different. So you can always count on, you're going to know at least like the basic protocol, but it's always going to be a new journey. There will be something new to glean and something fresh to discover. Every time I've looked within, it's never been the same thing twice. It's really fascinating, the beings that we are and what we have to offer. So I encourage you, come back and do this process anytime you want to. You could do it every day. It's great after or before a meditation. If you have a busy mind like I do, it really helps me to say, okay, mind, I get it. I know you like to spin, but we're going to do this right now. We're going to go into meditation. I need to listen to my guidance. And it really does help that part of us that spins and wants to interrupt the energy coming from the higher aspects of ourselves and wants to get in the way and co-opt our life and be the boss where it's not supposed to. It actually doesn't like that. Our mind doesn't want to be the boss, doesn't want to govern. It knows it's supposed to be a servant and it's looking for something to serve. It's supposed to be our soul, our higher self, but it just gets confused because the ego construct and the story that we're telling ourselves, the story of who we are, the mind starts to think that that's the boss and starts serving this BS story that we're telling ourselves. And that can interrupt the flow of the real boss getting through very clearly and soothing the mind and getting the mind to a place where it's like, it's okay. You don't have to be the boss. You were never meant to be the boss. I'm the boss. And giving the mind that very clear and consistent energy from the higher aspects of ourselves to serve and to follow brings a great amount of peace and calm to the mind. So this is very important practice, and more often you can do it, the better. So I'm going to sign off before I start coughing again because I can feel it. And thank you to everyone who has tuned in. I hope this has been helpful to you. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comments on the YouTube video, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Until then, peace, be well.